Your dog is talking to you right now. Not with words, with something older, deeper, and honestly, more honest than words ever could be. Every stretch, every sigh, every weird little habit you've written off as just a dog thing, it's a message, and most owners miss almost all of them. Today, we're breaking down 13 things your dog does that actually mean something far bigger than you think. And by the end of this video, you're never going to look at your dog's bedtime, bathroom habits, or even their toys the same way again. Stick around for number 6, because that one changes how you should react the next time your dog does it to you. Let's get into it. If your dog licks your feet the second you sit down, it might feel gross. But here's the wild part. They're not just being weird, they're running a health scan. Your feet are loaded with sweat glands and scent compounds that shift with your mood, your stress, even your hormone levels. Dogs process this through something called the vomeronasal organ, a scent structure so sensitive, researchers have trained dogs to detect early-stage cancer and drops in blood sugar just from smell alone. So when the foot licking suddenly ramps up, that's often your dog picking up on stress you haven't even said out loud. But here's the question. If your dog can smell your anxiety before you even feel it yourself, what else are they picking up on that you have no idea about? You close the door, doesn't matter. Your dog is sitting right outside, or worse, right in the room, staring at you like you're doing something dangerous. This isn't nosiness, it's an old survival instinct. In the wild, canines guard pack members during their most exposed, vulnerable moments, because that's when predators strike. To your dog, a closed bathroom door doesn't mean privacy. It means my human just became defenseless, and I'm not leaving. So next time you trip over them at the door, know it's not annoying. It's a 24/7 security detail you never asked for, running on instincts that are thousands of years old. That head tilt that makes every dog look like a confused genius on camera, it's not confusion, it's focus. Dogs angle their ears and adjust their skull position to catch every detail of your voice, tone, pitch, specific words. Some behaviorists have even noticed a pattern. Dogs tend to tilt left when they're reading your emotional tone, and right when they're processing a command. Either way, that tilt means one thing: you have their full, undivided attention. But if your dog is working this hard just to understand your voice, have you ever wondered how much of what you say they actually understand? A long, heavy exhale from your dog isn't random. Context changes everything. Lying next to you and sighing deeply? That's pure contentment, as good as it gets for them. Sitting upright and sighing? That's alertness, like they've noticed something off but feel steady enough to handle it. And the sigh you get the second you walk through the door after being gone all day? That's an emotional reset, relief that you made it back safe, after hours of not knowing when or if you would. Dogs don't experience time the way we do. To them, you leaving isn't "I'll be back at 6 p.m., it's just gone. So that sigh? It's the sound of worry finally letting go. Every dog owner has a missing sock graveyard somewhere in the house, but your dog isn't stealing out of boredom. Clothes carry the most concentrated version of your scent in the entire house, more than your pillow, more than your favorite chair. When dogs drag socks, shoes, or clothing off to their bed, they're building a scent nest, something that makes it feel like you never actually left. What looks like destructive behavior is one of the clearest signs of attachment a dog can show you. So the next time you find your sock in their bed, chewed corner and all, that's not disrespect, that's devotion with teeth marks. This is the one I told you about earlier. Pay attention. If your dog sits down and turns their back to you, it might look rude. It's actually the opposite. In the animal kingdom, exposing your back is the single most vulnerable position there is. It's where every predator strikes first. Wild canines never turn their backs on anything they don't fully trust. So when your dog does it to you, in your home, they are telling you, in the only language they have, "I know you'll protect me." Next time it happens, rest your hand gently on their back. That small gesture tells them you understood the message and that you accept the responsibility they just handed you. A slobbery toy dropped in your lap isn't always a request to play. In wolf packs, sharing a valuable resource, food, a toy, anything hard-won, is one of the strongest signals of trust and belonging there is. When your dog brings you a toy, a shoe, or even a gift they found outside, they're not just asking for fetch, they're including you in the group. They see you as part of their pack, and they want to contribute to it. So that soggy stuffed animal on your lap? Treat it like the compliment it actually is. Where your dog sleeps in relation to you says more than you'd think. Pressed tightly against your body means you're their safety net. Nose pointed toward the bedroom door means they've unofficially appointed themselves night watch. But here's the one almost nobody notices. When your dog sleeps facing away from you, back to back, that's actually the deepest trust signal of all. They're letting you cover the blind spot they can't watch themselves. And if they rest their chin right on your pillow, that's them chasing physical closeness, plain and simple. So tell me, which position does your dog sleep in? Because it might be telling you exactly how safe they feel with you. Tripping over your dog sprawled out in the doorway isn't laziness on their part, it's strategy. That spot gives them a clear line of sight to monitor movement through the whole house so they can react instantly if something changes. It's not the most comfortable spot in the house, it's the most useful one. Your dog isn't picking convenience, they're picking control of the situation, because staying close to your routine matters more to them than comfort ever will.
That big front paws down, tail up stretch your dog does the second you walk in? Trainers actually call this a play bow, and it's one of the clearest invitations to connect that a dog can offer. It's not just muscles waking up, it's your dog saying, "You're back, and you are the best part of my entire day." Skip the greeting, walk right past them, and you might genuinely hurt their feelings, even if you never meant to. 30 seconds of attention is often all it takes to tell them, "I missed you too." Ever catch your dog just staring at you? Not guarding, not waiting for food, just looking, calm and soft-eyed. Studies on dog-human bonding have found that mutual eye contact between dogs and their owners triggers a release of oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that spikes between a parent and a newborn. Wolves almost never hold eye contact this way. It's read as a threat in the wild. Dogs are the exception, and it took thousands of years of living beside us to rewire that instinct. So if your dog is locking eyes with you across the room right now, that's not staring. That's biology confirming what you already knew: your family. Some dogs don't jump, don't bark, don't demand anything. They just lean their full body weight against your leg and stay there. It looks passive, but it's one of the most direct comfort-seeking behaviors dogs have. It says, "I feel safe enough to fully relax my guard around you." And in a species built on constant environmental awareness, that's a big deal. If your dog leans into you during a storm, a vet visit, or a stressful moment, they're not just seeking warmth. They're borrowing your calm because they trust it more than their own instincts in that moment. Here's one almost nobody talks about. If you yawn and your dog yawns right back at you seconds later, that's not coincidence. It's empathy in action. Research on contagious yawning shows dogs are far more likely to catch a yawn from their actual owner than from a stranger, and the effect is strongest in dogs with the closest bonds to their humans. It's the same phenomenon that makes yawns spread through a room of close friends or family. In other words, your dog's brain is syncing up with yours in real time without either of you trying. And that's the truth about the welcome stretch, the sock thefts, the sighs, the stares. Every single one of them is your dog speaking a language most people never learn to read. As a professional trainer, I can tell you this list only scratches the surface. I deal with reactive dogs, anxious dogs, and everything in between every single week, and it always comes back to understanding what they're actually trying to tell us. If this opened your eyes even a little, hit subscribe, because next time we're breaking down the warning signs most owners miss before a dog bites. And trust me, those signs show up way earlier than people think. See you in the next one.